Hi, everyone. I'm Seth.
Hi, guys. I'm Monique.
And this is
Gay Math. The Gay Math Podcast.
With Seth
and Monique.
This is Gay Math.
Okay.
With Seth and Monique.
Hello.
Hello. This is Gay Math.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
This is Gay Math Podcast. I'm Monique.
I'm Seth. Episode 9?
Yeah, I think 9.
Episode 9. Which means we're getting drunk. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to Futch again tonight. Watch the vodka, Bo. Watch it. We're going to a lesbian party, and we're so excited.
Yes, we are very excited.
Want a sip?
Absolutely not.
I'm about to sip right now. Straight vodka.
You know what? And I respect you for being one of the strongest warriors
Thank you.
in existence.
Do we need to talk about what I did at Coachella weekend 2? With the vodka?
Oh my God. Okay. Yes.
Which
So,
this is a unhinged Coachella recap.
yes. So this recap, we considered. Wait. Hello. Sorry. I don't know.
Oh God, that was awful.
Let me get everything together. Let me get my thoughts together. Oh, are you okay over there?
Sends a shiver down my spine.
So here's the premise for this episode. We talked about what our next episode would be, and I was like, oh my God, like what if we did another final Coachella episode, because there's 3 days of Coachella. So what if we did 3 Coachella episodes, post weekend 1 and now post weekend 2, and we can give you all of our thoughts, how we felt about it, and just really just give you a culmination, the final ending to Coachella.
Yay! This is the 3rd and final Coachella episode.
Yeah, so for those of you out there who are like, you went to Coachella, we get it, you'll be happy with this one because it's the last one.
So mark your calendars because we're done. So you can lay off with the comments about it.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm okay with filming another Coachella episode because I am not ready to leave Coachella.
I know. We need like one more little send off.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And we do buy our tickets Friday.
Girl, see,
Can we just like have an honest and open conversation really quick to Coachella? Give us a second.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It just happened 2 weeks, not even a week ago. And our tickets go on sale Friday, May 3rd.
Here's my thing.
Which is today's date. The day that we're releasing the episode.
Oh my girl,
So get your Coachella tickets.
I'm gonna be so honest, that probably the scariest thing I've seen recently, because
Yeah.
I just gave you so much money.
They took billions of our dollars.
Yeah, like there's no way I'm just gonna be like, I literally was thinking about it the other day. I was like, well, gonna have to figure out how to get my tickets a different way this year, because I physically cannot on May 3rd buy.
Literally.
I can't. There's no way.
Like, why?
I don't know.
When I got the notification on my phone, my jaw dropped. I was like, the advance sale is May 3rd.
No.
It's usually, by the way, in like June or July. We get like a little, like 2 months to recover, not a week.
Yeah, which would have made me feel better, because here's the thing about this Coachella. I don't know if we've talked about it. Maybe we did in one of our other episodes about how we're both unemployed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything we did with Coachella, a lot of the stuff, the planning, paying for it, was happening like when we had jobs. And
when
like,
we were employed.
Yeah, and when we were planning this stuff with like, oh, we're going to have so much money.
Yep. Not the case.
No.
But thank God we bought the tickets and the Airbnb prior to the layoff, because those are like the big things.
Yeah.
And we just had to worry about like food and stuff.
Yeah, which now I'm like, considering I am still jobless,
Right.
Coachella, I may be having to wait in the line during the regular sale, watching the little man go across the screen.
Right. This year might be a little different.
Yeah.
But we're going to get them, and we're going to be there next year.
Yeah.
It's just, oh God.
Also,
Friday? Really? Friday.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm really hoping that by next year's Coachella, we just get invited to Coachella at this point, because I love
Coachella, and we've given you enough money. Someone send us for free.
We have to stop paying to go.
We have put in our time. We've put in the money.
Yeah.
It's our time.
No, literally.
It's our time for some free artist wristbands.
No,
let's put it out there.
Yeah.
I just really am a fan of manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
So next year, we're not going to have to pay for anything.
No, yeah.
And not only that, the Airbnb is going to be across the street. We're going to get artist wristbands.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Neon, Nylon, all the cool parties for free.
Yeah.
And get free clothes.
I'm gonna put that into existence as well. Also, our friend Kiki too, because Kiki's been going to Coachella for how many did she say?
I think she said this was her 9th.
Yeah.
So next year will be her 10th. Pay for me, Monique, and Kiki to go. Yeah. I think we've earned it.
Yeah, honestly, Kiki, that girl's a veteran, so she does not need to be paying for Coachella anymore.
And this will
either.
be our 5th. Like, come on.
No.
Come on.
No, ma'am. So.
But if you don't, well, I'm still going to pay for it myself. But I don't want to. I don't want to.
Girl,
don't make me pay for it.
I'm like, here's my thing. How are the fact that so many people just like go to Coachella for free is so crazy to me.
And why aren't we one of them?
Yeah,
it's
like
just the two of us. Come on, you can spare 2 wristbands.
Literally, here's my thing too. Like the fact that someone has a let's say it's a GA wristband, which it would never be a GA wristband. It's always like a VIP or an artist wristband, like an influencer. Someone has an $1,000 essentially wristband on their hand for free. Yeah, you can give me one.
Exactly.
You can give me one.
You can spare 2 extra wristbands next year. We're putting it out there though. And next year we're going to listen back to this and be like, "Aw, remember when we had to pay for Coachella?" I'm putting it out there. Okay, people.
Stop. I've been seeing so many people make videos of what I spent on Coachella as a normal person.
I have seen that. And the comments are like, "This is so expensive." I'm like, I thought we been new.
Yeah.
I thought we been new.
Hello?
But yeah, this episode, I think we wanted to recap weekend 2 and then maybe talk about some outfits.
Yeah.
Also, while we're pre-gaming to go to Futch.
Which started 11 minutes ago.
Amazing. Yeah, we're running a little behind.
It's totally fine.
It's literally relax, okay?
I needed
Everyone
to eat
chill.
food before we went. So let's be for real.
And before we get started, just a little doll check-in. I was rejected today by a man.
Oh, God.
And I would just like to say that I put myself out there and was rejected. So put yourself out there, kids.
Yeah.
Tell someone you like them. They might crush your hopes and dreams right in front of your face and then ruin your day, but they also might not. So who's to say? Who's not me for sure.
I'm gonna be really honest. As someone who's put herself out there multiple times with guys, because guys never like me except for recently. I don't know what's been in the air.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you feel like a crazy person.
That's the thing that I'm learning, because this is all new to me, by the way. I've never done this before. I've never put myself out there, had a crush, told a boy I had a crush on him. When someone is actively flirting with you for 2 months, telling you you're hot, you're handsome, they like your outfits, and then you say, "Hey, I kind of have a crush on you," and they're like, whoa, easy there. I'm just looking for a friend here. You feel like a crazy person.
No, that's strange.
I feel like I need to be locked up in an insane asylum. I'm like, how did I miss these signs? What did I miss here?
Yeah.
This is not a relationship episode.
No.
We should do that at some point.
Uh-huh.
But it's just fresh.
Yeah.
It's a fresh wound. I was rejected on the beach 4 hours ago. So it's a little fresh.
Years ago.
But that's what I wanted. That's the mental state I'm in. But I'm honestly doing good.
Which, as you should. No man, no matter how much you like him or not, should ever dictate how you feel about yourself or how you acted in a certain, of course, if you're being crazy, mean or whatever, of course, but no, obviously you wouldn't be like that. So they should never be able to take you out of a space where you're no, I behaved the way I always do, and I acted as I would, and I was genuine and caring. So yeah, absolutely not.
I have No regrets. I have no regrets about it. But I do feel like a crazy person, and Bo is...
Yeah, he has his toy. Don't know why he thinks we're going to play with him right now.
It's not the time. I'm sorry.
We are sitting down and recording a podcast as if this isn't our job.
Yeah, we're clocked in, please. Could you keep it down over there?
Quiet on set. Thank you very much.
But how do we recap weekend 2? Do we even remember weekend 2?
Here's my thing. Weekend 2, I like weekend 1 really...
The squeaking.
With the toy. Bo, please move. Ugh, I'm like, as if I wasn't like on the verge of crying when I had to leave.
Literally.
I was like so sad. And I was worried about him for a whole week.
Ugh.
I'm like, get away.
Get out of my face.
No, he's so cute. Look at him.
Just don't squeak the motherfucking toy. Continue.
Okay, so how I feel about weekend 2 is for sure a different experience.
It's a whole different vibe.
Especially because like there's not as many parties. I think we talked about that. Not as many parties, not as many people usually. And also it's not really filled with like influencers and stuff.
No.
The same way the first weekend is. And
it's like the occasional influencer, the occasional celeb. Weekend 1 is like everywhere you look. Yeah. There's an influencer, there's a celeb, someone.
Yeah. And I think weekend 1 is like, I like weekend 1 because I love people watching. Like that's my favorite thing to do. So sometimes, and I'm a New Yorker, so like I just love like sitting back and just being like what is literally
watching the craziness.
Yeah, literally just being like, what's going on?
There were so many moments where we would see just something so shocking and just be like, what is happening before our eyes? Yeah, like fighting, like I don't know, just the weirdest things would happen, and we would just look at each other and be like,
I'm gonna be very honest. One of the most shocking things to happen was, it's not like shocking bad, but I was by the bathroom waiting to go in, and like, you know how in the back, like if you've ever been to Coachella, they have this area in VIP where it has like all the bathrooms in the back. Some of them are porta potties, but then some of them are trailer bathrooms. And I was standing in line by the trailer bathroom, and you know how they have those like things, the fences put up? Yeah. The fence gets pushed and a giant man walks out, and I was like, it was Harry Jowsey, which if you know me, a couple of years ago, I was obsessed with him. Yeah. Like absolutely in love with him for no reason. Right. So like when I saw him in front of my eyes, I was like,
jump scare.
I was so scared.
Every time I saw him, we saw him a couple times. Yeah. Every time I see him, I'm like, ew, like you're so big and scary. He's just like big. No, I'm like, ew.
He's a big man.
He's like, what, like 6'5"? Oh.
I don't know.
Wait, how tall is Jacob Elordi? Like 6'5"?
Maybe, huh?
Ew.
So scary.
That's just too big.
He's like huge.
Like be shorter, maybe.
And it's not like he's tall and like thin or whatever. He's like a brolic dude.
I'm like, who is like Bigfoot or Sasquatch?
Like, yeah, you're like really big near me. I don't like that.
We saw some like really big people and we'd be like, ew. We're not big shaming, by the way.
No. It's like big is not like a bad thing. It's like you're like, you know, like when guys are like brolic, like
6'5", like broad, like beefy. I'm like, I'm scared of you. Yeah. Are you gonna strangle me? I mean, I could choke them, but like, I don't want to be choked.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about our sexual preferences.
Yes.
Currently.
This is the Coachella episode.
Yep. But weekend 2, so fun.
Yes.
Always. We have the best time.
Yeah. And I think I enjoyed weekend 2 more maybe this year because so for the first weekend we kind of like had a set like schedule that like we wanted to keep with. Yeah. But weekend 2 we kind of like, since we'd seen a lot of the people we already wanted to see or something like that, we decided to like walk around more and like go to different sets.
We switched it up. One time we went to like, we didn't even go to the same show. Yeah. You went to one, I went to a different one. Yeah. We like really just, we would see a set and then we'd look at the schedule and be like, who's up next? Who do we want to see? Yeah. We could see this person. We saw them last weekend. Oh, we could maybe see this new person. Yeah. Like it was a lot more like go with the flow, see what happens. And it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like, I think one of my favorite days in general was, I think it was either maybe Saturday when Lil Uzi Vert was.
Yes.
So it was Saturday, and we went from Lil Uzi Vert to Everything Always, which is John Summit and Dom Dolla together. That was really good.
It was really fun.
I didn't expect that, but they were really good. And
Which
then
it's funny because people have said that I look like Dom Dolla. People came up to me in Coachella and being like, Dom Dolla?
Yeah.
And then Nico, people have said that he looks like John Summit, and we're like, we need to recreate the photo where they're like Eiffel Towering. Have you seen this photo?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So we're going to recreate the photo because we've both been mistaken for both of them. So
I could see that.
yeah.
But okay, yes. Also, okay. Guys, is John Summit hot?
Thank you. I would see him on the screen and be like,
no, he's
ew.
not like he's not an
No.
ugly man. He's not an ugly man.
John
Also,
Summit, if you're watching this right now, we love your work.
no, yeah,
We're just discussing your appearance.
he's fantastic.
Yeah.
And he does fine in the ladies department. Like,
Oh,
people
he's
women
getting
love him.
Mad punani.
Right.
I hated saying that. I hated it.
So also, I would arguably say to Nico that he's hotter than John Summit.
I would agree.
Yeah. So I don't know if we need to keep that in there.
So you think Nico's hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any man who has a nice body.
So you think Nico has a nice body?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You don't just get abs out of nowhere.
Right.
That takes a lot of work, babe.
It is. It's like a full-time job.
Work that I could not be committed to.
No. When I
Also-
see someone like ripped, I'm like, go off, but also like, no, that's so much work.
Yeah. Also, objectively, lots of gay men are hotter than straight dudes.
It is very true. I was talking to the boy who rejected me today, and we were just saying, especially recently, I was telling him that I've started getting hit on by women, and he's like, the same thing has been happening to me. Like, I've been getting hit on by women, and I'm like, what is happening? Literally, what is happening?
No, it's just like sometimes.
I'm thinking maybe they think I'm like bisexual. Or
Maybe,
something.
but
They
also,
think I might go both ways.
but also, I think, just like sometimes straight guys, like don't know how to like. Not all straight guys, but some straight guys don't really know how to like put together an outfit or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes some gay men who like are, you know, into like fashion or whatever.
It's fashion.
Yeah. Is it fashion or is it fashion?
Right.
I think they like know how to put themselves together, how to create a look, whatever. And that's what women are attracted to. Someone who cares about their appearance
Yeah.
and keeps up with it. And again, not all straight men don't care about their appearance. Just
Yeah.
some put more work into it than others.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And if it's not like I'm wearing a like I'm gay shirt, I mean, how are you going to really know?
Yeah, because I think now everybody's so...
Yeah. Everyone is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as, and we're also, you're just not supposed to like,
Yeah, you can't just be like, gay.
gay, which we fully do.
Right.
Which I also see people, I'm like, gay?
We're gay, we can do
We
that.
are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You straights, that's a hate crime.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Go ahead and log off for me if you're, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
No, but so back to weekend 2. I love how we went from Everything Always, which Dom Dolla, very attractive. It's the accent.
I'm attracted
No,
to.
we had this conversation.
Yeah. Anytime someone's like, Dom Dolla's hot, I'm like, so you think I'm hot?
Oh my-
Got it. Awesome.
We had this
I'll log that.
conversation. We know who he actually looks like,
Right.
which we don't have to say any names.
I'm just a white man with a mustache.
Yes.
That's about as much as I have in common with Dom Dolla. So that's about where it ends. Also, someone came up to me at that set and said, Dom Dolla? I was like, let's break this down. So you think I'm Dom Dolla, and I'm standing here, and I'm also up there on stage. You think I'm doing, oh my God. You think I'm doing both things at the same time. Got it. He was like,
can't.
you have a point.
Dude. Coachella is just the best place ever. Like,
It's so chaotic and crazy, and so people come up to you and say the weirdest things, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, but yeah, weekend 2 I really enjoyed because, like I said, we went from Everything Always to Peggy Goo, and then we went back to Tyler, I think, and then we went somewhere else. Like,
we just bopped around.
Yes, that was so much fun, and it takes the pressure off. Like, granted, not everyone can go to both weekends. I know, but
yes,
I think it takes the pressure off of being like, I have to see everyone.
Yeah, I have to see every single person that I love. If not, like, this was it's just a little, it's so much more chill.
Yeah.
There was a moment when I was doing my thing. I was, on some substances, like, whatever, grow up, okay? And so there's this sea of people exiting the stage, and Monique is like, we gotta like go through them.
Oh my God.
So I literally just hold on for dear life, and we just like barrel through these like thousands of people going.
That was very really scary. Very scary. And I literally was just like, I was like, if we don't do it now, we're going to be standing here
for 32 years.
We just have to go.
And we did.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to do that at Coachella.
Yeah, you have to send it.
Go. There was a moment I was walking to meet you at Diplo, whatever.
Girl, we were in the area because
and
I had just
no one on for a few hours.
And you know what? Diplo is an evil maniac. So
yeah, we're not supporting Diplo, but that's what we were meeting. And I remember I was walking towards her stage, and Kid Cudi had just ended. I was literally walking this way, and there were hundreds of thousands of people. I was like weaving through it. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, which, by the way, that's one of the things we did. Usually we don't split up at Coachella because if it's just the two of us, then that's kind of crazy for us to split up because it's literally we're just by ourselves. If we
also have like the same music taste, so we're like most of the time we want to be at the same people.
Yeah, I did commit a cardinal sin, and instead of going to Renee Rapp again, I did decide to go to Kid Cudi. But Kid Cudi, I have never seen Kid Cudi perform.
No.
And he doesn't perform very often.
That was a very valid decision because we had seen Renee the week before.
Yeah, and
so
she was
so fair.
She was fantastic. She was great. So I decided to go see I decided to go see Kid Cudi.
Do you regret your decision?
Oh no.
Oh, then we're
good.
He
was so good. And I loved how he was playing like all these like almost like mixes and stuff at the beginning. Then he went into like his classic songs, and it was just so good. But then,
and I don't regret my decision either to see Renee.
Of course not.
Yeah.
And then he jumped off the stage and apparently broke his leg.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Hello?
What
did you run under there for?
I've never seen him do that before.
Just vibes, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, so Kid Cudi broke his leg. He was trying to rage too hard, and he broke his leg, I guess.
Yeah, you were like, the set just kind of ended.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on, but it was like, I thought because we were talking about, we'll meet at 6, and it was like kind of around there, so I was like, I guess that's just the end, but he didn't say bye or anything, so I was just like, okay, like, whatever. And I started walking, and then I found out he broke his leg after.
Right, because mine was supposed to end before yours, and I texted you like, Renee's done, I'm heading over there. You were like, I'm already standing by the stage. I was like, huh? It's already done? Okay.
I had no clue.
That makes sense. He snapped his leg. Kid Cudi, we hope you're okay, by the way.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah. Kisses, Kid Cudi. Mr. Cudi.
Also, the thing about weekend 2, which I think can give an overall recap, a lot of people I think always say weekend 2 is so much better than weekend 1 because of all the influencers and like celebs and stuff like that. It's more just like people appreciating the music.
Yeah.
And I think that can be true for both weekends. Because some people who really love music can only go to weekend 1, and then some people, who don't care about being at weekend 1 just go to weekend 2. Yeah. But like my thing is, I think for sure there are more people at weekend 2 who are just there because they love Coachella. Yeah. And they want to like be just in the field and like, go listen to music and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I hear a lot of people be like, I prefer this weekend over this weekend, or like I don't like going to this weekend because of this reason. And like having done it now 2 years in a row of both weekends, like honestly, there's some a little differences, but like they're not drastically different. Like yes, there's some less influencers, like it can be a little less crowded, like, but it's not like a whole different experience weekend 2 versus weekend 1. Like it's pretty much the same.
Also, let me just say this. Usually a lot of people are so, like, let's say people go to weekend 1 and then they watch the live stream of weekend 2 because they want to see, who was bought out weekend 2.
Yeah.
Honestly, weekend 2, usually they bring out even bigger people or like even more because it's it's end of Coachella. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, girl. No, I think it kept going, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Anyways, a lot of people.
Sorry, continue.
I feel like a lot of artists that weekend didn't bring out really that many people.
I was thinking about that. Like after weekend 2, I was like, did anyone bring anyone out?
Yeah.
I was like, Renee brought out Coco Jones, which iconic.
Right. And Toa. But Toa also goes on tour with Renee and they play together. So
Dom Dalla brought out Tuvlo or Tuve Lu.
Tuve Lu. Get it right.
Right.
If RuPaul knows how to pronounce it, you can too.
That's a good point. Tuve Lu. Love your work.
Tuve Lu.
Gotta stay high all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, did anyone bring anyone out weekend 2?
And then,
which is weird because 3 years ago, we went weekend 1 and weekend 2, the artist brought out like the most iconic high A-list celebs, and we were like, we got to go to both weekends. Then last year they brought out better people weekend 2.
Yeah.
This year, hardly anyone brought anyone out. I feel like
except,
and it was better weekend 1.
Yeah, better appearances.
Because weekend 1 was like Billy, Olivia Rodrigo, like so many big name, Kesha, huge names were brought out. Weekend 2, like not that many.
Yeah, like Tuve Lu. I know. What's his? Lil Yachty bought out someone.
Which we went to the Lil Yachty set weekend 2, and I was expecting rap. Girl. To be honest, that's what I was expecting.
Girl, at first we were so confused.
Yeah, it was not rap.
No, it was it was for sure like kind of like.
I'm about to take a shot of vodka for you listeners at home.
Congrats.
I'm scared. Continue your story.
Hon. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. So at first I was like, wait, I'm so sorry. And I was confused. And I guess he has more like maybe alternative leaning stuff out now that's like rap, but alternative. And then at a point in the set, it got to.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, yeah. Like
like 4 songs in, it switched vibes. And then I looked at her and was like, this is what I was expecting.
Right.
This is what I was waiting for. But the first few songs were like heavy metal, like hard rock. And I was like, what are we doing here?
They weren't hard rock. They were for sure like alt kind of vibes. But I literally was like, I literally sat there and I was like, do I even know any of Lil Yachty's songs?
Me too. I was like, have I ever listened to any of his songs?
I literally was like, I love Lil Yachty and I listen to his music. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I was like, where am I right now?
Yeah, the vibes were really intense and we were kind of standing at the back and people were moshing and like,
no ma'am.
But the security guard beside us was like living. It was just it was fascinating. Yeah. I was having a great time standing there.
It was really great. Actually, you know what? I did think about like last year Coachella, and I was thinking about how last year, do you remember when I told you when we were watching Boy Genius?
Yeah.
And how like the whole screen was like moving for me, and I was just like,
yeah,
I did not feel like that. Like one moment, maybe a couple of times I was like silly or whatever.
Right.
But I didn't have that moment of like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I was thinking about that because okay, also the Boy Genius visuals last year were like kind of like
crazy.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it made sense because I also was like, on that Mary Jane, and I was just like, hello. But this year, I did not feel like that at all.
Right. I had some moments of, but we don't have to get into why I was experiencing that.
I think this was weekend too, but I did fall asleep. I was sitting in the field.
When did you fall asleep?
Remember when we were
You did fall asleep.
I was like,
and then you were like, you had your sunglasses on, and you thought no one could see your eyes were closed, and you had your glasses on, everyone could see. And then I thought I saw Justin Bieber, and it was like a whole thing.
Also, I discovered that I snore.
Oh my God. And then she wouldn't let it go the whole weekend. Okay, so how many times have we shared a bed?
Like a lot. More than 10.
Monique snores. And that's just the reality of it. I sleep so hard. I don't really care. Like, it doesn't bother me. I go right to sleep. But you snore. And that's okay. She apparently didn't know this until literally like a week ago.
Nobody's ever told me that.
Oh. I don't even know how it came up, though.
I don't know. But I found out that I snore. And then Seth told me that I was snoring in an Uber.
Not just one Uber, multiple Ubers.
God, please stop. Please stop.
But it's not. What does
so
it matter?
That's so embarrassing.
You literally can't help that you snore.
I know, but that's so embarrassing.
What were we supposed to do in these Ubers?
Literally, I tried to stay awake in one of them because I was so scared that I was going to start snoring.
No. Oh my God. No, it's literally not your fault. Also, they're not going to be like, it's her. Like, I was also like laying back there asleep.
So you're saying my snore is like a man? Oh my God.
I'm just saying they wouldn't know who is snoring.
Oh, okay. Good save.
No, that's what I was saying. They're not going to know. And also, literally, you can't help it.
True. But
it's you're not doing it on purpose.
No, but here's my thing. Like, so when I fell asleep at Coachella, I literally was laying on that and I told, like, on the fence, and I told Seth, I was like, Seth, if I fall asleep and I start snoring, you better fucking wake me up.
What if you were, like, sitting at Coachella in the VIP, like...
So pissed off. That would make me the angriest I've ever been in my life.
Right. You did start like heavy breathing at one point. not the full snore, but I like elbowed you. I elbowed you. I'm a real one. I knew it was like getting to the snore, so I like elbowed you.
Oh my God.
It's literally not your fault, and it doesn't bother me because I sleep anyway.
Okay, but like you're not gonna be with me for the rest of my life.
So you'll find
of, like,
someone.
We'll be together, but you know what I mean. Like,
I'm not gonna marry you. What the hell? What? We're not gonna hook up? Then what's the point of this?
You leave.
I'm like, oh, we're not hooking up. Gone. Exits. Finish. Podcast done.
Honestly, let's tell a short story.
What's the short story?
I don't know if we already told this story, but when we were in church together, everyone said that I should try and date Seth.
Which they had a point. I mean, I was quite a catch.
Oh God.
They were onto something.
No, but then also here's the thing. Everybody was fine with letting me travel to your home and stay with you if you I'm thinking about this right now. This is just hitting my brain right now.
Okay.
We're supposed to be crazy Christian people, right?
But we're like potential lovers.
Right. And they were okay with sending me away to go to a boy's house
for days
in a different state.
Yep.
Why did they let that happen?
Not only did they let it happen, they like encouraged it and organized it.
They just like they were like, it's fine.
You think you're we think you should date Seth. Fly home with him to
Yeah.
his family home in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And stay at his house for a week.
We knew each other for what, 6 months at that point?
Yeah.
I'm just now realizing how crazy that is.
They had to know I was gay.
Right.
They had to know. You had to know.
No, I knew, but then I was like, wait.
You were like, yeah, I'm down to go to my bestie's house. And you're like, wait, hold on. Don't you think I'm in love with him? You're letting this happen? Okay.
And then also, I remember when we were watching Call Me By Your Name, I think I was talking to Ashley during that, and she was like, you should try and kiss Seth. And I was like, huh?
Hello? In my theater room, you look over at me during Call Me By Your Name. The peach scene. You're like, imagine it. That would have been so scary.
Maybe it was Ashley, but I feel like it was probably, you know who.
How did Ashley not know?
No. Okay, so that's why I don't think it was Ashley. I think it probably was not the government name.
I'll bleep it.
But
which we also... Anyway, we don't
it
have to
doesn't
get
matter.
into that.
It doesn't matter.
We don't have to get into that right now.
But yeah, but anyways, Coachella was great. No.
Coachella was so fun.
No. Weekend to give an honest recap.
Yeah, let's like overall thoughts.
Yeah, like
wrap it up.
If anybody wants to know, like, hey, should I go to weekend 1 or 2? Honestly, it really depends on how you're feeling. First of all, how does it line up in your schedule?
Yep.
Most important thing first. I thought that was a bug. Oh my god.
So scary. Oh my god, that does look like a bug.
I know, right? The lint.
Scary.
But also then you have to think about like, okay, like if I go to weekend 2, am I going to be sad that I missed everything that happened at weekend 1?
Yeah.
Also, do I care about like, because also here's the thing, not just celebs and influencers can get into like these parties. If you're like at least know a couple people, you can get on a list. Sometimes if you're waiting outside, like
they'll let you in. You can also RSVP to some parties.
Yeah.
Like you can also pay for some parties. We were not gonna do that, but you can pay like and get a ticket.
No.
So it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to see celebs, influencers, you can go to either weekend. Honestly, you're going to see people. But if you want to go to like parties, events, weekend 1 for sure. Weekend 1 is a little more busy.
Yeah.
So keep that in
Also,
mind.
yeah.
It does sell out. Like I think it can be easier to get tickets for weekend 2. I don't know about Airbnbs because we've only ever done weekend 1 or like the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't really know like what's cheaper, but it just depends on your vibe.
It
Just
depends on your
everything
vibe.
we've talked about. And if you want, buy your tickets on Friday. That's
girl.
today. Log off and log into Coachella.com. That's when they go on sale.
Honestly, I for real life don't think I'm going to be able to buy them on Friday.
Yeah.
Because let's be for real. But I'm just like, you got me.
It's between you and God now.
I'm like,
that's it.
You got me. Because I'm going to have to figure it out some way.
Yeah. But also you can buy tickets like the week before.
That's true.
Because I did that the first year I went. I bought them literally like 10 days before.
I can't do that though. That scares me.
No. Like, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we don't have to get into the logistics of
get
me
into that.
buying my ticket.
Right.
Me figuring out how I'm going to get there.
Right.
But no, I want to say like really, if you're watching this video and you're hoping to get a distinct answer about which one you should go to, I honestly think it's up to you. If you want to go to more parties, if you want to, you know, see all the people and, you know, whatever, go to weekend 1. But if you really are just there to like enjoy music and maybe go to a weekend that's a little less crowded, because sometimes it is less crowded.
I think it was weekend 2.
Yeah, for sure this year it was.
It's hard to say. I mean, just it's like I said earlier, there's slight differences, but it's not like half as many people
Exactly.
weekends. It's like slightly a little tiny bit less crowded.
And my thing is too, don't let people kind of mislead you that it's so much better, like so less crowded. Like, keep in mind, people who couldn't get into weekend 1 are going to weekend 2, so there's still thousands of people in one area.
There's like 100,000 people over 100,000 people both weekends.
Right.
It's
So-
like 10,000 less. Like it's
Right.
slight differences. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be like so much less crowded
Yeah.
weekend two. It's crowded. There's 100,000 people there.
Yeah. And then also like weekend 2, I mean, if you want to like, oh, here's what I was going to say about weekend 2. Wait, I just had it and I just lost it. Oh, it's still like a festival. Like it's still a festival, so you still like obviously you have to prepare and stuff, but it's still not gonna be like, oh, I go to weekend 2. It's so much better than weekend 1 in the
No.
sense that you're gonna have a completely different experience.
No.
I think it's still Coachella. It's still gonna be a festival. You
They're
still
still
have
bringing
to.
out people.
You still have to put up with festival things. Like
Yes.
maybe some things are crowded. Maybe some lines are gonna be long.
You
Like
have to wait a while for an Uber. Like
yeah,
those things are not going to
still-
change.
Yeah, those things are still gonna happen.
Also, have
either
you
way.
heard people say like weekend 2, I was so shocked there was like no grass left, like all the grass is gone. I'm like, there's fully grass both times.
Yeah,
it was like exactly both years I've been like, why do people say that?
No.
Like grass is the same both weekends.
Yeah, I feel like the grass is the same both weekend 1 and 2. I think it only changes at Stagecoach. At Stagecoach, it literally looks like just
Dirt.
yeah at that point.
Yeah.
Like there's some patches of grass, but I've seen pictures of Stagecoach where I've been like,
I have too. But yeah, so what we're talking about is Coachella inside the festival is the whole thing is covered in grass. And people always say like weekend 1, the grass is so beautiful and fresh. And then weekend 2, it's like fully smushed down from everyone walking. But like, I've never really noticed a difference.
No.
Like weekend 2, it's still fully grass.
yeah. And I've never been like, oh my God,
There's
I
no
want
grass here.
Yeah. Or, oh my God, I want to go to Stagecoach. So
Yeah, someone today asked, the boy who rejected me, asked me if I would ever do Stagecoach. And I was like, no.
the only year I would have maybe gone to Stagecoach is this year because Beyonce might come out.
And thank God she didn't.
Right. Did she not?
Or has it not happened yet?
It might
Is
be
it
happening.
happening
I
right
think
now?
it might be happening.
I'm gonna be really mad
I'll
if she
be
comes
pissed.
out. I'm gonna be really mad.
If she came out today, I'll be pissed.
I'm gonna make a public statement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really mad if Beyonce comes out at Stagecoach because while we were at Coachella, both
Yes.
weekends,
Speak
the
on
whole
it.
time. So first of all, if you've ever been to the beach and they fly those planes with like the banner behind it and it's like, go to the crab shack for 50% off your crab legs, or like, get some Coors Light beer. It's like advertisements flying through the sky. So that happens at Coachella. They fly around with the planes. This year, people were already, there were rumblings of Beyonce coming out at some point. So the whole time we were looking for Beyonce. and then we look in the sky and we see an airplane carrying a Cowboy Carter flag behind it.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, Beyonce is definitely coming out. And then at some point I Googled it because I was like, let's just see what Reddit has to say.
No, but remember what I said first? I was like, is there anyone, like we were walking, I was like,
Yes.
is there anyone country here? Stagecoach,
We
not
were
even a thought in
we
our
were
mind.
trying to be like maybe Tyler the Creator, like maybe who has had a song with Beyonce, who's friends with Beyonce that's gonna bring her out. We were like thinking through the lineup, and then I think it was literally like the last day or the next to last day we were in the Uber, and I was like, I'll just Google it. Let me just Google it. Let's see what Reddit has to say. And then the first Reddit article was like, Beyonce is gonna get brought out at Stagecoach, and I was like, oh my God, she's coming out at Stagecoach.
We were like, oh my God, we're so stupid. Obviously, it's Stagecoach. Cowboy
She
Carter
just
is
released
a country album. And she wants to say fuck you to everyone at the CMAs who disrespected her when she came. Which also, y'all are trying to hate crime Beyonce for coming, for performing at an event she was invited to perform at by the Dixie Chicks, who are icons, highly respected icons in
Literally.
their field, and you're mad at Beyonce because they asked her to come out, as if it wouldn't be an honor to perform together, like everyone to come together like that.
Also, why are we mad that someone's performing at an award show? Shut up. It's
Literally.
Beyonce.
Literally, also
Enjoy the performance.
also,
Shut up.
Also, my thing is, the white people who are like racist, that's why they don't want Beyonce in country, because they're fucking racist.
Yeah.
First of all, country music and rock music were created by black people.
Say it.
Jazz music.
Come on.
Created by black people, first and foremost. Second of all,
literally,
Beyonce's from Houston, Texas.
The South, mama.
The country fucking South. Okay, babe? And
my mom, Louisiana. My dad, what is the song? My mom, Louisiana. You mix
my
that country.
daddy, Alabama. Mama, Louisiana.
Represent.
Which, how are you gonna tell a country bitch that she can't fucking make country music? She was born in Texas.
Yes,
Texas.
with Southern parents.
Texas, baby.
It's also Beyonce. So shut up about it.
And also, like, what the fuck is his name? Keith Urban? I don't know. One of those guys, they're fucking from, like, fucking, what, Australia?
Canada. Yeah, there's, like, some famous country
Shania
musician
Twain
who's from,
is,
like, Canada.
from Toronto or something like that.
Literally.
None of these people are Americans.
From the South is not a prerequisite for making country music.
No, that's what they're mad at. So they're saying Beyonce can't make country music despite her, like, being from the South. Meanwhile, just because these white people are doing country music, it doesn't matter that they're not from the South.
Right.
So they're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're making it a double standard. She's from the South, but because she's black and she's Beyonce, she can't make country music. But this white
man from Australia
is making
not
country
even
music
from America.
And they're like, no, he's Southern. That's fine. He's from
he's like, hello, do you want to listen to some country music? And they're like, ah. But Beyonce makes a country album.
A Southern woman.
That's a problem.
A Southern
Texas woman. Born and bred in Houston, Texas.
Literally Southern belle. Can't make country music. What has the world come to? Also, okay, I don't want to say anything about Taylor Swift because I don't want people to come for us.
Okay. I don't really care.
Oh my God.
Okay, so one time, before you say this, one time I posted a video, and I said that I don't like Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
I got so many duets, stitches, messages. People literally would post a 1-minute video about me being like, you're misogynistic, you hate all women. I was like, huh? Because I said all I said was I don't like Taylor Swift.
Let me say this.
So come for me.
I think Swifties, which this is not about Coachella, but Swifties.
We've gotten off.
Yeah.
So
but this is the Unhinged episode, so.
It's the Unhinged Coachella episode. I don't know what you were expecting from us.
Right. So my thing is, there is a Swifties who are, I want to say people who can have like conversations about Taylor Swift openly are refreshing.
Yes.
Because
like your friend that we know,
yes,
she is very much able to enjoy her music,
yes,
but also criticize her and
yes,
see the
yes,
reasons that we don't necessarily are obsessed with her.
There is a valid argument to say that you don't like, there's a valid argument and reasons, not just reasons because like, and it's not even because of reasons like she's a woman. No, there are wow.
You guys have, if you're a Gay Math Podcast fan, you've come to know and love that when I have bubbles, it's just that's gonna happen, and I'm really sorry for it. But continue your story.
Right. My thing is like, it's not even necessarily about her personally as a person. Yeah. It's just that when someone, okay,
so you can do it and it's fine, but I can't do it.
No, you know.
Sorry, continue your story.
But like, if this person that you're watching is doing certain things that you don't agree with, and that has nothing to do, it's their actions, not their, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if people are critiquing this person's actions and that's why they don't agree with them or they don't like them, they're allowed to do that and have their own opinion. The same way you don't have to love, like, if you don't like Harry Styles, I'm not going to beat you over the head and force you to like Harry Styles.
Yes.
Like, people are allowed to like who they like or not like who they don't like. And just Taylor Swift, for me,
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say about her was, there's a TikTok, and she was like, I don't know the context of the song or the album, but it's like, you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum that you raised me, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, you're from
Isn't she from like a rich family?
Her two parents are well-off to do people, have been her whole life. She
Right.
grew up on a Christmas tree farm in a big, beautiful house. You're fine. You've always been fine.
The asylum she grew up with.
I don't know what she's referencing, or if it's like a play on words or something. But if people like Taylor Swift, in no way has ever been disenfranchised.
Right.
She's a white woman from a rich family
in the South, which
or Pennsylvania. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, something like that.
I just like, I don't know. I love Harry Styles. I love him with all of my heart. He's my phone background. When people are like, I don't like Harry for these reasons, I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah, that's valid.
Like, I understand. Or like, if you were like, I don't like Harry Styles, his hair is dumb. That's a valid, like,
right.
You don't have, there's no valid, like, you don't have to love everyone.
Yeah.
And your opinion is okay. I'm not going to fight with you and be like, actually, Harry Styles is great because his music's awesome. And like, I don't care what you think.
You're allowed.
I love him, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think about Harry Styles.
Yeah.
That doesn't change. Like, I can love and enjoy his music and go to his shows. You can like him, hate him. That doesn't affect my relationship with Harry Styles.
And my thing is too, like, I just feel like they're literally gonna be fine. Taylor Swift does not need me to be a fan of her.
I don't like Taylor Swift. She's fine. Like, she's
literally
a
fine.
billionaire.
She's gonna be fine.
Private jets. She's selling out stadiums.
She's gonna be fine without me being a fan of her.
I don't have to like her. She's selling out stadiums.
She's literally doing fine. She's not worried
She's
about my
famous.
opinion.
No.
She
She's
does not
like,
care.
I hope Seth likes my music. I hope Seth comes to the show. She doesn't care about me, and I don't care about her. It's the world continues going, and she's still a billionaire.
And honestly, oh my God, could you? Oh my God, I'm so upset that Seth and Monique do not.
If only my career could continue only if Seth and Monique like me. If only they like my music.
Babe, she's literally.
She's in her private jets and her yachts and her mansions in the hills.
She's literally destroying our like ozone layer just
no,
fine.
That's the tea. She's the #1 contributor to climate change.
She's on her
fine.
she's on her private jet destroying the ozone layer as we speak, and she's completely fine.
She's eating her strawberries, sipping her champagne. Imagine she's up there like, if only Seth and Monique liked me, then I would be okay. Like, it's okay that we don't like her.
And honestly, I love the Swifties who are like, I love Taylor Swift, but she's not the best person.
Yes.
And
I like her songs. Her as a person, not a fan of.
Because she's a billionaire, and billionaires shouldn't exist. And Beyonce, I love Beyonce so much.
Yes,
like, I love
icon,
but
legend.
she's a clear capitalist and she does not care. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we also love the Kardashian Jenners. They're billionaires, awful people. Like, donate your money, do something better. You don't need private jets everywhere you go. Chill out.
like, and some of these people you can love, but I'm like, they're like, love the Kardashian Jenners, and I know it's like that's so bad. Like, they're,
Yes.
you know what I mean? But like, at the same time, they're random fucking people. Like, you know what
They
I mean?
don't. Your favorite person doesn't care about you. So Harry Styles, I love and adore him with my heart. Does he know me? If I liked him, if I hated his guts, it doesn't change Harry Styles. He does not care about me. He doesn't know me.
Harry Styles is at home right now being like, oh my God, Seth hates me.
I need Seth to like me.
Oh my
if
God.
only then I could continue and make music. No. So Swifties, this thing on. It's like literally relax. It's,
Like, it's
okay that
okay.
people don't love her and are obsessed with her as much as you are. Just love her.
Yes.
And enjoy her music.
And celebrate
what
her.
Other people do.
Yes.
If less people liked her, it'd be easier to get tickets. So great. That's what I feel about Harry Styles. I'm like, could less people like him so these tickets are cheaper? Please?
Yeah, no.
So we could see him in like a dive bar. God.
Literally, like when your fave is super small and then you see more people at the show and you're like, damn it.
You're like, these tickets are going to get so expensive now. Jesus.
But yeah, so
That's our Coachella episode about Taylor Swift, apparently.
we'll see how much
We needed to get that off our chest. I think we needed to like say that.
We'll
Because
see
when
how
I was on the internet and I said I don't like Taylor Swift, it was freeing. The hate, it came and it went, and I just feel better about it now.
Yeah, so
The Swifties will come for us, though.
no, but I respect them. Like, and it's just, I respect people who love something because that's their thing. They love that.
Yes.
So, and I respect them. So,
But don't hate me because I don't
Yeah.
love the thing that you love.
Like,
what
I
if I was like,
respect
you
you-
need to start surfing now. Get out there. Like, why don't you like surfing? There's so many amazing things.
Right.
No, I like surfing and you don't want to surf.
yeah,
That's okay.
I respect them. I love that they have this thing they love because everyone should have something that they love that they
Yes.
feel tied to and excited about.
Mhm.
But just because I don't feel the same, I no hate towards you. I'm happy for you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I love you.
Listen to her stuff.
Literally support your
I
girl.
don't want to listen to her stuff. And I should be allowed to not do that.
Yeah, and that's
And not be called a misogynist.
literally that's
That's
the
all we're
craziest
saying.
thing. But as for Coachella, we're so happy we went, of course.
Had the best time as always. The vibes were there. The music was great. The outfits were iconic.
Yeah. At that point, weekend 2, I was like, I'm tired.
She wore her Uggs, people.
I
She
wore
was-
my Uggs. I wore my Birkenstocks.
She wore Birkenstocks, people.
and my feet were comfortable.
And I wore sneakers. And we had the best time.
Right. Oh, my lordy. Oh,
So
but yeah.
weekend 2 was great. Weekend 1 was great.
And
We got to start planning for next year. It's been 4 days,
Yeah.
by the way. We got
I'm-
back Monday. It's
I'm
Friday.
still I'm still having had enough sleep.
Do you hear the sniffle?
Oh.
That's still from the desert.
Which, by the way, he got sick and I didn't, which is so crazy.
Yep. And then been trying to feel better for my date today, and then I got rejected. So
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna let you guys forget that I got rejected today. So
hope you guys
get used to it. Get used to it.
Hope you we close it like an old YouTube video. Thank you guys for
Thank
watching
you guys
this.
so much for watching. Please subscribe on my channel. Leave a comment down below. Say anything you want. And I'm Seth, and that's Monique. This has been Gay Math Podcast.
We love you.
This has been the Unhinged Coachella recap episode.
We love you.
We're never gonna talk about it again. Bye.